Important round though, the one we really care about. Buy up for Team Liquid. Ulti's in play.
Yeah.
Across the board, Team Liquid have got a convincing lead in the ult department.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see who will actually take this orb if they go for it. If I'm close to a showstopper, you've also got a res almost there. Jet knives in this scenario doesn't really have the value of it. It seems for now, though, no one at Artist is just going to run straight through. As said, they're just disrespecting a lot of these, like, delaying tactics of Liquid. It's only really been the paint shells, I feel like they're sectioning them apart on multiple occasions. The fact is, though, they've got the opener, and now just opt to try and pick the remaining players apart. And Artist is just acting as that tip of the spear, but the angle not checked. And you have to make sure you clear screen. Soulcast will come back with another, but still it ends in a 2v2. And, well, this is why they always give those ult orbs over to Xiao.
They know that Nevera's been playing around here as well. This is going to be a slow train from FPX. All they want to do is trade whenever they go into a fight. It's Batty G and Zipan leading the charge to start with. Xiao takes over. They're looking for
30
A.
seconds left.
This is Nevera with a big hold if he can get anything done.
Spike down A.
Even the one kill is it's decent. Stops them from having a res online, I suppose. I'd already used it though. So never mind. Showstopper online for Zipan. Batty G had a smoke, used it up just now. Feels tough. Link's gonna probably have to hit a beautiful paranoia if he's going to have any chance.
To line them up here would be tough as well. Might be able to get them within the gap. He knows where one of the players is, but it hasn't connected onto the second. And Batty.
Yeah. Space making, man. I mean, it's something that... These kind of jets on a map like Split, I mean, it's been so long since we saw this in regular rotation that we stopped even making the points so regularly. But yeah, you are creating space. You are opening up. It's similar to the Raze, except you don't have that utility to deal the damage and to follow up on in the same way. Artist is on site now, and he's managed to connect beautifully. Yumpy, low HP, with that Marshall out of there, playing behind the smoke now. They should be able to grab a plant easily enough.
Yeah, they've got a rolling thunder, but unless those judges manage to get incredibly close, I don't know if there'll be much value. And actually, they are going to go for it. Running straight through. Nice work from Nevera. He's going to steal the rifle away and take another head. This means that he now has his ult online, and so the orbital strike is going to section them off. They can start looking to try and get themselves in onto that site. And because the plant never went down, they now have the res to bring back Yumpy as well.
And then they've got a judge crossfire. Which they can utilize to make sure this round is theirs 100%. Actually, it's not a crossfire. It's even worse. The judge holding main and the judge holding heaven. So this round's over. I don't even know how you deal with this. There's no way. It's done. Beautiful by Team Liquid. They've set themselves up for success. That push back into the site. The orbital strike was actually remarkable because it goes down so quickly. Control of the site. They have everywhere except like all of this position where there's smokes and a couple corners they could be hiding in. Something like a frenzy wide swinging you. Yeah, okay, it's pretty hard to hit that one-shot headshot.
Yeah, it's a round that's not very recreatable though, and especially with the finances that are still there. Oh, for God's sake! How do they get away with so much on this weapon? It doesn't matter though. Zipan's actually managed to trade back two within a matter of seconds. Scream spot is going to be given up as well, as they will make their way onto the site. The fight though, Saigetsu actually peeks back in and gives Liquid, well, the spot back into the round.
Plenty of time here. Spike only having just gone down. The utility is going to be refreshed up for Liquid. Oh, maybe it's not. That nade is so perfect. But Scream double trades it out. And Xiao receives a headshot just as quick. Oh my. The Erd tree on the backside. That's a defuse easily for Team Liquid. 10 to 10. Tom, I'm getting deja vu here. This is just as competitive of a series as we look.
Mental breakdown.
Yeah, I would be in lots of pain. But a fracture? Yeah, fracture earlier was a lot of fun. I'd take a long. I'd love to see what teams do when you're like 40 rounds into fracture. Oh my god. It's a tack pause every like 3 seconds. Just running back over the matrix of possibilities.
Sit on the ropes for a bit and just think about what you've done.
Shift across the ropes to make a strat. Yeah.
Going out.
Oh, God.
Oh. Looking back in here, you're going to look at FPX. They're starting to give up a lot of control around middle and A. This is clearly set to be a B take. What's interesting is Team Liquid aren't playing anybody on the actual site. You have to wonder what they're preparing for in that aspect, not having a single player down there. They want to duel from the side.
Oh. Scream. He seems to have come back online over the last couple of rounds, but dropping down just isn't going to work out, and the trade's coming back thick and fast. Artis again steps up to the plate, and the molly. It's not going to deny the plant, but it might do some damage on the way out. Nivera forcing that control, but he really needed a kill for it to be anything worthwhile. Now, the finances don't look too bad from Liquid, but it's still in a spot where, is it worth throwing this weaponry away? It looks like they think yes.
I mean, that clock isn't ticking too fast, but there is also a late flank coming through from Artis that's guaranteeing the round for FPX. They've cast a wide net on this one, and it is crashing in on Team Liquid. Nivera will struggle to even save this rifle now. You're hearing a lot of steps around heaven, but Xiao's not going to go to spawn. So, okay, Team Liquid get away with just the one rifle at 11 to 10. Who knows how big of an impact that could have. We're so close to the end of the game, to the home. We're in the home stretch, very much so.
In one way that we've seen many a time, and although there's an early stun, I guess most teams are not going to push through that one way, but I guess FPX have been for the majority of rounds.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's the same thing starting out this game. You can sit here and say this team versus that, like Team A versus Team B, but when it comes to FPX, it can be a little bit unpredictable at times with someone like Artis on that roster, even more so. And with a minute 10 on the clock, this is the first time I feel like we're seeing almost a normal round out of them. They play for mid with 3, they wait outside A on 2, and Yumpies are ready for this with Scream right by his side. Oh, they've got caught on the ladder. Too eager to get out of there. Well, that's at least allowed for some trade back.
Who on earth expects a third player? Like, you've just wiped out the double peak, and then the third player of Artis is like, don't worry, lads, I've got this. Like, who's expecting that? He is a maniac, but he's brought it back into a workable position at least. A 5v3 definitely wouldn't have been a great position to be in. The problem now, though, well, firstly, there's that information. There is where that ultimate actually comes into play, and now with only 25 seconds left, Mitch, they've got to move.
Yeah, they know there's players coming out of heaven. The ping was already down, but Scream's not good for the kill. Nivera sneaks onto the site. He's being pushed from the side, forced into Batty, who's being taken down. The nade not there in time to deny. That plant will be found. Artis sneaks up the side. They know that he's gone here now. The site is cleared out. But is he wrapped back around, or is he waiting on the corner? Well, here he comes, swinging on in like a freight train.
That first year of Valorant, when this man decided to come back into the pro scene, he was an absolute force to be reckoned with, and I'm sure some of the Liquid boys, not the prettiest of buys. And well, this paranoia is meant to give them the space into heaven. This time, there is no one for it to connect onto.
Yeah, Team Liquid playing much further back, avoiding that. Boombot gone off in the face, but I think it got destroyed just before it was able to dish out that damage. FPX not deterred, though. In fact, 4 players on their way in through heaven, spamming away, hoping for a fight. The firing squad wants some victims to take down. There's going to be a wall to the left, but it's broken instantly. In fact, Team Liquid have got 3 on the other side. Artis comes in with a right click, opening the space for them to push on forward, but the spike's still down. The res coming through as well puts the numbers into Team Liquid's advantage just for a moment. The spike taken, and they're running towards the A site with it, all the while that this spike is going down and Batty is providing cover. The flank is on for Artis, and look at this. Why would he be here? Surely they don't even check the left. Why would they? 3 players in front of Artis, and he whiffs a huge whiff. FPX now in a 2v3. I thought this round was sorted, was done for with that flank. But instead, Team Liquid might have this yet a showstopper still to play with. Batty's managed to evade them up in heaven for just a moment. Good flash to get. Su can see again, and the headshot's quickly found. FPX still get away with it. 13 to 10 with Batty G's.